If you've ever had a Virgo in your life, you know they're one of a kind. Loyal, intelligent, and always ready to lend a hand without expecting anything in return. They're the ones who catch you when you fall, listen when no one else does, and offer solutions when life feels like chaos. But here's the deal. Their patience has limits, and their kindness isn't a free pass to mess with them. When a Virgo's done, they're gone. No warning, no second chances. A lot of people underestimate Virgos because they're calm, reserved, and don't make a scene when they're hurt. But behind that cool exterior is a sharp mind, a memory that never forgets, and an unmatched ability to cut ties without looking back. They don't chase revenge or waste energy on drama, but they have a way of making you feel the weight of their absence. Think you can toy with their emotions and walk away unscathed? Think again. Sooner or later, you'll realize losing a Virgo means losing someone who is truly worth keeping. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps this content coming. Drop a 7 in the comments if you're a Virgo or if you've learned the hard way not to cross one. Let's dive in. 1. They're incredibly loyal. But betray them and it's over. Virgos are some of the most loyal and dependable people you'll ever meet. When they let you into their inner circle, you can count on them to have your back. They don't give their friendship or love lightly. Relationships mean commitment, dedication, and showing up. Got a problem? They're the first to listen and brainstorm solutions. Need support? They'll be there. No strings attached. Their loyalty is rock solid, and when they trust you, they give their all. But here's the catch. They expect the same in return. You can't play games with their feelings or take advantage of their kindness. They're patient, but they're not naive. When a Virgo feels betrayed, their reaction is quiet but brutal. No yelling, no dramatic showdowns, just a cold, hard look from someone who no longer trusts you. The problem isn't their anger. It's that they stop believing in you. And when that happens, there's no going back. They might stay polite, respond courteously, but inside, they've already checked out. When a Virgo walks away, they mean it. No half-hearted goodbyes, no crawling back to a relationship with no future. If you hurt a Virgo, get ready to live with the void they leave behind. You'll miss someone who truly valued you, understood you, and supported you in ways you didn't even notice. Second chances? Rare. Their trust is like glass. Once it's shattered, it's never the same. And by the time you realize what you've lost, they're long gone, thriving with people who actually deserve them. 2. They notice everything and forget nothing. Virgos don't miss a thing. They're natural observers, analyzing every detail, gestures, words, vibes, while others overlook the obvious. Trying to hide something or lie to them? Good luck. They've probably clocked it before you even realize. They don't always call you out right away, though. Virgos are patient, collecting evidence, weighing the situation, and deciding their next move before confronting you. This makes them tough to fool. Underestimate their ability to see through the surface, and you'll regret it. When they finally speak up, they hit you with precision, laying out every word, action, and inconsistency like a prosecutor building a case. You'll be left with no excuses, no wiggle room. If you betray their trust or try to pull one over, brace for the fallout. Virgos don't forget. They might stay civil, but they've got a mental list of people who've crossed them, hurt them, and they'll quietly distance themselves. No explanations, no second chances. By the time you realize they're gone, you'll see no one else matches their patience, smarts, or loyalty. 3. They're perfectionists who expect the best. Virgos don't settle for less. They're perfectionists by nature, always striving to improve, whether it's their work, their relationships, or themselves. They hate excuses and mediocrity, and they expect the people around them to bring their A game. If a Virgo invests in you, it's because they see your potential and believe you'll step up, but they don't tolerate half-hearted effort or dishonesty. If they sense you're slacking or being fake, they'll start losing interest. This perfectionism isn't about arrogance, it's about wanting quality connections and environments. Virgos crave relationships that add value, with people who share their drive for growth. Superficial friendships or dishonest relationships? Hard pass. They know those only lead to disappointment, If they spot inauthenticity, they'll pull back with surgical precision. No drama, no fights, just shorter replies, less warmth, and a fading connection. When they cut you out, it's final. They don't waste time on people who don't match their level of commitment and honesty. You'll see them move on without a backward glance, and you'll realize their decision wasn't impulsive. It was the result of a careful evaluation you failed. 4. They're always there for you until you hurt them. Virgos are the ultimate ride or die. They're the friend who listens patiently on your worst days, the partner who helps you untangle life's messes, the one who shows up even when they're dealing with their own struggles. They don't turn their back when things get tough. Instead, they roll up their sleeves and help. But there's a limit. If they feel taken for granted or used, they'll vanish without a heads up. No warnings, no explanations, just gone. They don't make a fuss or seek revenge. They simply stop investing in people who don't value them. You might not even notice at first, but eventually you'll feel the absence of their support, their advice, their presence. When you try to reach out, they won't be there anymore. Virgos don't return to places where they felt unappreciated. Losing them hurts because their absence hits harder than you expect. You'll realize no one else has their patience, their understanding, or their knack for showing up when it matters most. By the time you try to win them back, they're already pouring their energy into people who truly deserve it. 5. They never forget, and karma handles the rest. Virgos have a steel trap memory. They remember every word, every promise, every action, especially in relationships. If you hurt them, they might not react right away, but they're not letting it slide. They store every detail, analyze what went down, and when the time's right, their behavior shifts completely. They're not vengeful in the classic sense. If you betray or fail them, they'll just remove you from their life so smoothly you might not notice until it's too late. And here's where karma kicks in. Virgos don't need to chase justice. The universe seems to do it for them. People who hurt them often end up regretting it, whether by losing their support, facing personal setbacks, or realizing too late what they threw away. Meanwhile, Virgos keep moving forward, growing, and focusing on their own success. They don't waste energy looking back or worrying about those who didn't value them. When their betrayers try to come crawling back, they find Virgos already moved on, chapter closed. The irony? Those who underestimate Virgos end up kicking themselves, realizing they lost someone who pushed them to be better. But by then, Virgo's done. No second chances, because they know once trust is broken, it's likely to break again. 6. They're self-sufficient and don't need anyone. Virgos are fiercely independent. Unlike others who crave constant validation or lean on people emotionally, Virgos find happiness within themselves. They don't need a partner, a squad, or anyone's approval to feel whole. Their strength comes from their own hustle, their achievements, and their ability to build the life they want. This makes them unstoppable. Try to manipulate them or make them feel like they need you, they'll walk away without blinking. Virgos never stick around where they're not valued. They won't beg for love or tolerate mistreatment just to avoid being alone. They thrive in their own company. If a relationship isn't adding value, they'll ditch it without regret. While others get stuck in toxic cycles, Virgos keep pushing forward, crushing their goals, and living life on their terms. If you lose them, their world doesn't crumble. It gets stronger. But you'll miss their unwavering support and wish you'd appreciated them more. Virgos aren't just self-sufficient, they're unforgettable. By the time you realize their worth, they're already out of reach. 7. They've got a cold, calculated side you don't want to see. At first glance, Virgos seem kind, helpful, and level-headed. They're the problem solvers who tackle issues with logic and calm. But cross them, betray their trust, or take advantage of their generosity, and you'll meet their icy, calculated side. When that happens, good luck turning things around. Virgos don't lash out or make a scene. Instead, they observe, analyze, and decide how to handle you with chilling precision. The scariest part? You might not even notice at first. They'll still be polite, reply to your texts, maybe even smile during a chat. But inside, they've already cut you off. When a Virgo's hurt, they don't seek loud revenge. They just remove you from their life, bit by bit, until the connection's gone. You'll feel it. Their replies get shorter, their vibe gets colder, and the bond you had fades. By the time you catch on, there's nothing you can do. They don't need to prove their pain or make a spectacle. Their indifference is punishment enough. Once they stop caring, it's over. No pleas or apologies will change their mind. Trust is sacred to them, and once it's gone for good. So, if you've got a Virgo in your life, cherish their patience and loyalty. Because if you push them too far and see that cold, calculated side, it means you've already lost them. Hurting a Virgo is a mistake you'll regret. Not because they'll come after you, but because their exit is so final, so quiet. They won't scream, they won't beg, they won't make a fuss. One day you'll just wake up and realize they're gone. And when you try to find them, they'll be out of reach, stronger, wiser, and surrounded by people who actually deserve their love and loyalty. When you feel their absence, when you realize no one else will understand or support you like they did, you'll know you had something precious and let it slip away. Loved this video? Subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Drop a 7 in the comments if you're a Virgo who's seen karma take care of business, or if you've learned not to mess with one. Share your story. I want to hear it.